Yo, it's your boy LJ, and I'm back with a special segment of this depression phase that we'll be going through. Let me take my glasses off. Um, so I got a special guest today. One of my dudes that I've known for fucking so long, since fucking too long. You feel me? Like for the longest. Like, bro actually called me yesterday. After I did my video, and he was telling me about some of the stuff he was going through and how he beat depression. And I was just like, oh, I need to have him on my shit on my YouTube because instead of me telling y'all everything that I did, is it somebody else telling you what they did, and his shit is a lot more deeper than what mine's was. Like granted, we all go through a lot of shit. We all go through different hardships and different shit like that. But hearing his story kind of like influenced me a lot, and I definitely was like, we need to get you on here. So it's gonna be one of my first, not my last. Never gonna be my last because I want to have all type of people come up on here and tell y'all what they did in their process and how they got through it. So I'm gonna hand it over to him, and he hopefully he can hit y'all a different way, let y'all know what's going on. That you're not alone in this shit. You feel me? A lot of people think that you alone and you got to go through all this by yourself. And granted, you can get through it by yourself, but going, you know what I'm saying, beating it and shit, it's gonna take a lot of help and support. So I'm gonna hand it over to my man Marcus, and we'll see how this go.
For all y'all who don't know me, my name Marcus, also known as Marco. You feel me? And this my brother right here, Jaquan. You feel me? But one thing I always say, in due time, you know somebody long enough, they end up being your brother. You know, in due
For
time, for
sure,
real. I say 10 years. He's more than a 10 year nigga. It's like 15 years, way
bruh.
longer than
It's a
that. You
long
know,
time,
but
bruh.
I ain't worried about it though. And then look, they always say real brothers. You feel me? They say real friends fight. I don't believe in that either.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
ain't no,
I
I don't
don't
believe on
either,
homie rounds.
bro.
Ain't no homie rounds to me for real. You know what I mean? We either gonna talk or we'll just stop talking. Once you mad, you gonna get over it. Then we'll chop it
Facts.
up again. You know what I mean? He not thinking
Facts.
straight. He upset right now. We'll talk later. When he cool, you feel me? We back cool. But me personally, you know, I'm 24. I'll be 25 November 30th. You know, my background is well, how can I say it for real? You know. Honestly, for real, I had both my parents growing up. You know, a lot of my friends ain't really had a father for real. You know, and it's a lot of different situations on them. You know, either their parents died early, or you feel me, the father just ain't live up to the expectations. You know, and then the mother got to do both parts. But I was fortunate enough to not really necessarily experience that. You know, I had my dad till I was 16, and one thing I'll say, my dad, me and my parents, they divorced when I was 6, and I came from Lima, Ohio, moved to Columbus when I was 3. So I say I'm from Columbus. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing I could really show you back in Lima, but the cemetery, to be honest with you. Other than
Right.
that, but after they divorced, my father moved to Vegas, made something of himself. You feel me? Owned a warehouse, you know, and from 6 all the way to 16, he was putting me on planes, having me fly all the way out there to be in his life. I'd be with him for the summer, or I'd be with him for Christmas, but I always went to school with my mom and everything, you know. And that right there shows you, you know, prime example. I tell people all the time and try to give them advice. Like you don't gotta be with the child's mother. You feel me, to be in their life. My dad was the proof of that. You know what I mean? Like you can still live your life and focus, but the difference is that my dad had a plan, and that's why everything worked. You know,
What was the last one? Make that plan.
yeah, you gotta have a plan, and his plan definitely worked. You feel me? He made sure I was in his life. He showed me a lot down there in Vegas. Everything was cool for real. Honestly, all I could say about me and my dad's relationship is just that I say what one time I was upset with him. He forgot my 13th birthday, and I had called him about that. He was trying to tell me he ain't forgot, but I know he forgot. And I was upset. I pushed him out of my life for that for like 2 years. Then I had turned 16, and I brought him back in my life. I told my mom, I was like, you know, I've been with you almost all my life. I just feel like I need a father figure. You know, there's certain things a woman can't do. You know, that you need that role model, whether if it's your barber, you feel me, or your basketball coach, you definitely need that father figure. You can't be naive. You can't just out here always thinking you don't need nobody. You got to get the knowledge somewhere. You don't just wake up and got all the info. You don't just wake up and got all the answers.
Right.
And I was fortunate that me and him was able to bury that under the hatchet because right after that, like I left, I came back 2012, November 18, 2 weeks after I left from him, you feel me? He had passed away. I ain't really get no good closure on that, and I just had to move forward with that. Didn't get to make it to the funeral. Honestly, I didn't really want to go for real. I didn't want to go through all that. I was just like, it's okay. They cremated him anyway. Then 2 years later, my mom had passed away. They found her at Allen Creek. You feel me? Found her in the water. But my whole point on letting you know that, because seeing me or meeting me in person or running into me at your store or anything like that, I can hold a conversation with anybody. It don't matter your nationality. But it's like, the reason why I'm here right now is the same reason why that sun keeps shining on me. It's because I feel like they in my heart. My father always told me, he said, no matter where I'm at, I'm always going to be in your heart. You know, and I really believe that. And no joke, from my father's funeral to my mom's funeral to now, the sun always be on me. No matter where I go. I don't know why, it just is. I always feel like it's just in my direction every time I am.
That motherfucker beaming
Yeah,
right
it's beaming,
here.
bro. As
It's
soon as
beaming
I
right
smile, it
here.
coming right back out. I'm telling you, they watching me. And like when it's on me like this, I feel like I'm doing something right. Cause it's been times when I was doing things that wasn't right and it was dark. It was dark. I ain't even gonna joke about that. But honestly, all I can say for real is like the way I handled that situation, you wouldn't have handled it the way I handled it. You know, like for real. Like when my mom passed away and them detectives came to my house and wanted to tell and ask me like who the head of the household. I had just turned 18. I told them, I said, I'm the head. You know what I mean? Like I'm me. I just turned 18. What's going on? And it felt just like the movies. They asked you to sit down. They want to break the news to you all lightly. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear none of that, because my mom is just like this. I'll tell you exactly that day. I had a girlfriend I was dating at the time. Her name was Paris, and she lived in Dublin over there in Tuttle Crossings. And her mom used to get on her case because she used to drive all the way out. And she always had to ask her mom for gas money. And her mom just got irritated about that. And she told her, if I really like her, I care about her, I'll get on the bus. I get on the bus
I
and come
remember
down
them
there.
combos.
And I'm like, what? So look, so I tell her, I'm like, all right, I'll come out there today. But my instinct, something in my stomach, my oldest brother always told me this. He said, if something telling you not to go, don't go. Period.
Boy, that ain't a lie.
If you get blessed to see this video, if something tells you don't go to the store right now, don't go to the store. If something tell you don't go out, don't go out. Like if your homie call you and it's his birthday and he like, bro, I want you to go to the club with me, and something in your heart just drop into your stomach. You know that feeling? And something just telling you like, don't go, never go against your instincts. You feel me? That could have been a message and a heads up. You feel me? Telling you to, you know, that's just like the
third eye opening,
yeah,
boy.
just like the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me. Right after that situation at the casino, he had his girl in the hotel room. She was trying to talk him into staying. He told her, "No, you stay here." And when he walked out that door, he looked back at that door and he paused and he was thinking like, man, should I go out or should I stay? That right there is your instinct telling niggas stay in the house. You just got away with beating on somebody. You get what I'm saying? You got away. No handcuffs, no police, nothing. You should have stayed in that room, and he'd have probably still been here this day. Both of them, Big and Pac, would probably still been here to this day. You know, but that's just an example. Not to get off subject, but that's just an example. You always got to go with your instinct. And I told her, I said, nah. I told her I was gonna come, and I didn't come. Next day, called me the next day. She crying, she all sad. She like, oh, you said you was gonna come, you didn't come. She was like, is you gonna come today? I'm like, man, I wanna tell her yeah, but I still got this instinct in my gut. Something telling me like, bro, do not go out there, do not leave, don't go. And I'm like, all right, I'll go. Hung up the phone, went downstairs. I remember it like it was yesterday. My mom, she was washing the dishes. I asked her, I said, Mom, can you give me a ride to Dublin? She said, to Dublin? I was like, yeah, to go see Paris. She said, I ain't gonna take you all the way to Dublin. But she said, I'll take you downtown to the bus stop, though, to get on the bus.
Hey, that's something.
Yeah,
that's something.
She took me to the bus stop, gave her a hug, kiss on the cheek, got on the bus, texted her, told her I was on the bus, told her I love her. She said she loved me too. I never would have thought that would have been the last time I was gonna talk to my mom. Get on the bus, head all the way down to Dublin. Paris, she picked me up. We get to her house, big old house. We get to her crib, we chilling, Netflix and chilling. Phone ring. My middle brother called me. He said, bro, he said, you got my nephew with him? He said he was trying to have our mom see her grandson. She not answering the phone. I said, that's kind of funny. You know, I just got dropped off by her. I told him, I said, I'll call her as soon as I get off the phone with him. Call her 6 times. No answers. Could you imagine calling somebody 6 times? No answer? No answer. 6 times. This your mom, though. This ain't your homie.
Yeah.
This ain't somebody you be like, oh, yeah, they probably doing this. Like, nah, this your son calling your mom. She should always answer. Or at least call you right back. I shouldn't even got to the 6th call.
Yeah.
Period. And I called him back. I said, she not answering. I don't know what she doing. But shoot, bro, I'll just let you know what's up. Boom. Hang up the phone. Time go by. My stomach instinct is bothering me again, telling me something ain't right, like I shouldn't be where I'm at. A worried feeling. So I tell Paris, I said, you know what? I said, take me to the house. I said, I'm gonna go home. She said, you sure? I'm like, yeah. I come home. This is the red flag right here. I come home. House look exactly how it was when me and her first left. The chicken is still thawing in the sink. And it's like 11, bro. It's 11 at night. Chicken still sitting in the sink. That's how I know right there. I'm the first one to come back home since me and her left. That's a red flag right there. Calling her phone, still ringing, no answer. My girl trying to stay with me for a second. I told her, I said, nah, you know what? You can go home. I'm going to just wait for her. She like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. You feel me? Call the local weed man, get some smoke. I just sit and I chill, you feel me? Somehow I end up going to sleep. And the way my bedroom is upstairs, my room is right above the front door, and it's a window. So anybody who knock on the front door, I can see who it is. I end up going to sleep, window wide open. Car pull up, detectives come out. They knocking on my door. I put the dog in the cage. You feel me? They come in. They said, do you know Gloria Flowers? I'm like, yeah, that's my mom. You feel me? They both look at each other. They said, is the head of the household here? I tell them, I said, yeah, I'm the head of the household. I just turned 18. They look at each other again. They said, who is Gloria Flowers to you? I said, that's my mom. And then they asked me to have a seat. That's the last red flag I need, because I'm like, anytime they ask you to have a seat, you know it's some bad news. It's some bad news. It felt like an episode of First 48. It was like, yeah, your mother, Gloria Flowers. It was like, yeah, we found her in Alum Creek. They said that she's deceased. My mom had gold teeth. She had gold tooth right here, right here, and right here, right here. I said, did the woman you find had gold teeth? They look at each other, then they look at me, and they say, yeah. Still ain't want to believe it. Go upstairs, grab her social security card, because she had this little file thing that you keep. She had my social security cards and my brother's. I take it back to the police officers, well, detectives. I put it in their face. I said, so you telling me this lady right here, this lady off this earth? They look at me, and they say, yes, she is. I lost it right there. You know, then on top of that, I'm the baby of the family. I gotta call everybody and let them know what happened. I gotta call both my brothers, let them know what happened. Not to mention, this is all I got left. And then it's just so crazy, because 2 years before that, when my dad passed away, it never really bothered me until my mom picked me up from school. And on the radio, it was that Tupac song, I Ain't Mad At You. The whole issue with that was that when I came back, me and my dad wasn't really on good terms for real. We was bumping heads too much, so I had came back home. And I felt like that song through me was like him talking, telling me like, it's all right. You know what I mean? I ain't holding no grudges. I ain't mad at you. You feel me? I love you. You remember what I told you? I'm always gonna be right here. And the tears were just coming. And then, like I told my mom, I just looked at her. I said, I gotta be honest with you, Mom. Like, I feel like you next. Like, you all I got left. Grandma, 87 years old. You know what I mean? Like, she can go any day. I'm just being honest with you. Once you ain't no guardian. And she told me this, she was like, you got your brothers, you know, da-da-da-da. But I'm just being honest, like, they older, and they ripping and running these streets. That's how they make their money. I'm like, they don't sit still. Their occupation is not sitting still.
Right.
You know, so they live a different type of lifestyle. And then after she passed, this is one thing I didn't get to tell you yesterday. The family came to my house, and when my brothers came, they hugged each other and they started crying because they looked at our aunt and uncle, and they told them, they was like, they was crying for me because I ain't have nobody. See, my brothers, we got the same mom, different dads. Mm-hmm. And they already knew I just lost my dad. You feel me? And now it's like, man, like, what we gonna do for him? Like, he don't got nobody.
And they know what I know. Like, bro, y'all occupation is how y'all do not sit still. Y'all do not work no 9 to 5s. You know what I mean? Y'all can't. So this is like the outlook. If somebody who worked for the government got to watch this video, this is like what the black homes is like when you got family members who are felons and they got to resort to doing illegal things to make money to provide for their family. So now when you got someone who's on the right path like mom, is someone you can always rely on. When that's gone and you know that mom is taking care of your baby brother and you know you can't really do what mom was doing. My brother moved in after our mom passed. He went from being my brother to being my dad, and literally it still ain't make a difference because I see him once a week. I'm going to school and everything. I see him once a week. Leave some money for me or something, or if I need something, he just tell me, call me. But once he gone, once a week, like that's not, you know what I mean? That's not there's no closure there, you know? And then you got 3 different personalities. You got a Libra, you got Scorpio, and you got Sagittarius. I'm the Sagittarius, my oldest brother the Scorpio, my middle brother the Libra. And both of them are stuck in their ways. You know what I mean? You see how people come home and they're like, bro, this is all I know.
Yeah.
I can relate now, because it's like, bro, they try looking for jobs. I'm going to be real. The type of money they make, if you can make $20,000 in a week, I'm not going to tell you, bro,
Go get a job.
yeah, I know, warehouse. Obviously, you doing something right. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that everybody should do that. I'm not telling my youngins, like, this is what you should do. But see, when you catch felonies and you got gun charges, drug charges, you're violent, you're considered violent, it's a recession for you. You're limited to the resources that you could have had.
Very limited.
Like even if you got a diploma,
you can't even get a crib.
It don't matter now. It don't. It doesn't matter now. And you set yourself up. I remember my friend's stepdad, he always used to tell us this. He'd be like, set yourself up now so you can win in the future. Sacrifice now so you don't got to sacrifice when you in your 30s and 40s. You know what I mean? Because right now, the 20s, don't get it wrong. If you bumping your head out here, it's okay. Because your 20s, this is where you learn. You learn, you live, and you learn. But these are the lessons you learn that your mom, your dad, your uncle, your cousin, your grandpa, they was trying to tell you, like, nah, don't do this. But what they say, you hard-headed and you feel like you know everything. And look, you didn't know everything. Because soon as it happened, the first thing you say, I ain't know it was going to be like, I ain't know you had to do this. For real, I had to ask my neighbor how to pay a light bill. You feel me? I had to learn that at 18, though.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's dad told me this. He was like, Marco, man, I got a lot of respect for you, man. He said, because you had to grow up early. Soon as you hit 18 and your mom passed away, there was no more games for you.
Yeah.
You couldn't play. I sold my game system right after that, because I'm like, there's nothing this is a distraction to me.
For sure.
It will distract me. It'll hinder me from doing more things that I could be doing. The sad part is that it didn't get better after that. Like, once after mom died, brother was around, I had it so good before she passed. I was school president at Life Skills. You know, I was visiting all these colleges throughout Ohio. I was thinking about joining the National Guard. And it's like, it went from sugar to shit to just
Well, I'm glad
salty.
you ain't joining National Guard, my nigga, because then it would have been you versus us right now.
I'd have been like, Quan.
I'm like, bro, you know I'm not backing down, bro. I'm
like,
not going in the house,
hold
nigga.
this grenade, bro. Just hold a couple of these, bro. I said, give me your number. I'll give you a heads up.
Oh, shit.
For real, that's the least I could do, bro. Because, you know, you can't get mad at things that we can't control. You know,
sure.
You can spend all these days and hours. You can look up at the sky and ask why until it rained, but that's not how you going to get them answers.
You got to make them answers happen.
They say God wouldn't put nothing on you more than you can handle. I really believe that. And then when they say only the strong survive, I definitely believe that. I feel like the homeless people, not the homeless people who got 3 kids and are taking care of them, but they're homeless. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones who got the carts full of cans and got comfortable. That's not trying to fix the situation that they accepted. The one that's holding the sign but can walk, can run, and can read and write, but rather do this all day. Them the ones that I be talking about weak-minded. They gave up.
So question from me to you
Mm-hmm.
is, how did you change your mentality on how to survive after you lost both parents?
See, the big thing was that I went through. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing with y'all. I went through all the emotions. You know, after she passed, I had her crib. You know, I had got $4,000 from my mom passing away, and then I was getting $853 a month every third of the month because I was still in high school. You tell me, 18 years old, no guidance. You never had that type of money before. What you gonna do? You gonna buy weed, blow it on clothes. Then you got friends around you who ain't never seen no money like that. So you know, and they been with you since you was broke. So you know, when you buy something, you gonna look out for them. I done
For
put
sure.
shoes on homies' feet. Birthdays coming around. Oh yeah, bro, let's go. Huh? You fresh too. We going to hookah bars. We everywhere. Feeling like stars though. Little do I know, I'm blowing off all the money that could have put me in a better position than I'm in right now, you know. But you don't dwell on the past too much. Like, you don't be like, oh man, I wish. You don't want to live like that. You want to keep moving forward and hopefully gain more than what you lost, and look at that as like a lesson learned. I had the suicidal thoughts. I had the why me? Why like, it's people out here who disrespect their parents or said it to their face, wish they was dead, all types of crazy. You see it on Dr. Phil, you see it on Maury, you see it. Some of that don't feel like it's an act to me. But my whole thing is like, what kept my sanity was this right here. Somebody told me, they was like, bruh, I was just talking to them, and they was like, man, you lost your mom, your dad, and then at 21, you lost your grandma. It was like, bro, God got a plan for you. That right there, light bulb went off in my head, and I just took everything that came my way. I accepted it. I didn't bend, I didn't fold. If this didn't work out, I'll find another way. A lot of people told me, they was like, man, you the strongest person I know. Man, if that happened to me, I'd have did this, I'd have did that. I wouldn't know what to do, you know. And one thing I'll say, man, you gonna cry, you know, but my advice to everybody though, cause we all gotta go someday. We just don't know when and we don't know how. But all I say is, man, don't hold that shit inside, bro. If you lost your brother, or if someone played you to the degree where you wanna load that thing up and just throw your life away, don't let it go. You feel me? If you gotta cry, cry. You feel me? Just do it in private. If you gotta hug a pillow or put a pillow on the couch, let off in it, do that. Work out, whatever.
Every time you feel that way.
You know what I mean?
Every
But
time.
don't hold that in, because if you hold that in, you gonna be like me, and you will have a natural mean mug on your face. I can't get rid of that. I don't know how I developed it, but I naturally look mad when I'm thinking. My thinking face is an angry face, you know, and I feel like it's a burden. Don't carry your burdens. You know, be at peace with what you lost. You know, it's one thing I'll tell you, I don't care who you lost, anybody who tell you it was their time or everything happened for a reason, don't listen to that. Because that's not the time to be hearing that. Walk away from that. And don't take your frustrations out on people who don't mean no harm.
Yeah.
That's all they want, is just to, you feel me, cheer you up.
That's just what they know to say.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
and when you want your space, this is what I say. Be vocal. Even when you're not a vocal person, be vocal. You gotta let a person know where you at. That's why after my mom passed, I went to school the very next day. Cause I was school president, and I didn't want to, cause you know I still had to go to school. I didn't want to walk through them hallways, and you feel me, I have a nervous breakdown, or I start crying, or they see that natural mean mug, and I don't want to be like Stink Mean off the Boondocks and hate the world and just be mad at everybody for no reason, and then everybody won't be like, dang, what's wrong with him? Or let the wrong person say the wrong thing. I was waiting for somebody to say a mama joke.
oh yeah, I already know.
I was waiting
Already
for that.
know.
And I ain't want nobody, I ain't want to take my anger out on nobody like that. I ain't want to set them up, because say if they did say it and I went crazy on them. No joke, at the end of the day, they'll be like, bro, I didn't know that, bro, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I know nobody mean no harm at the end of the day.
They don't
So the
even
first
know.
thing I did was grab the school security, my basketball coach, the principal. We all going to the conference room. I told them get the whole student body in there. And I just broke the news to him. You feel me? First thing was my principal said, she was like, that was your mom on the news? Because they never released the name. All they said was a lady in her 50s found in Alum Creek. And they ain't know that was my mom. There was a lot of people that knew my mom out here. She was a corrections officer, you know, nice lady, you know. And then my whole thing was that the only thing I be wanting to say, if I could talk to God one-on-one, not like no afterlife type of thing. I mean like come to me in a dream and I could still live my life. It's like, why you made me the helper? You know, it's people out here who's 40 years old and got their mom and dad still. It's people who are 50 and got their mom and dad still. You know, why'd you had to put that in my life? Because there's a lot of things I could have been. I could have played college ball. I could have went and did this, you know, but that's where my quote came up with this. We don't question the positions that we put in. We just got to make the best of what we got. And that's why I say you don't look up at the sky and just ask why. That's why this is my message for everybody who still do got their mom and dad, brother, aunt, uncle, or whoever who you feel that you love but you upset at the moment. Whatever it is, if it's about money, throw it away. For real. Because when you die, that money ain't going to be there. It ain't gonna be in your casket with your shoe. You might not even get to get put in the ground. For one, that's my whole point right there. You don't even have a say-so when you go.
Oh yeah, nah.
My mom
That's out
wanted
the
to be.
window.
My mom wanted to be cremated. My middle brother was like, "Nah, we ain't cremating. Everybody had a funeral, cause you feel me. That's like burning mom." But the whole point why my mom wanted to be cremated, cause funerals are expensive. My mom's funeral was $9,000.
It's a shame that it costs money to die.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy.
And she ain't got no tombstone. So we spent all that money just to bury you in the ground, and no tombstone come with that. Sound like robbery. And it's legal. You know, that's why life is so short, man. It's shorter than you think. Just like making a wrong choice out here, and then the law is on you, and now you in that courtroom, and these judges is giving away time like they ain't doing it. Like it's nothing.
Boy.
8 years, that's something. Life, that's
And they giving that for little shit.
8 years for
Little
something so little.
shit.
8 years for something so little. 7 for something so little. 6. My oldest brother's doing time right now. 6 years. Over something so petty. I feel like this is how I feel. I told my girl this last night. I said if I was a judge, I said, all right, this is the category. This is how you fit in this category. If you're young and this is the first time you really made a big mistake, like let's say something minor like a gun possession, but you ain't shoot nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Or you tried to shoot somebody, but they're not hurt or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And you're looking me in my face and saying this is a mistake, right? I ask you, can you meet me in my chambers? Me, you, and the bailiff, and I'll sit you down and I'll tell you something right now. I said, I'm gonna do something for you. I said, you know, I could give you the max. Imagine if they just had their first child. I could max you out. I could give you 14 years right now. And say you my age, say you 24. 24 years old, 14 years. You just had a kid. You don't even know if your baby mom really love you. Your mom here.
You're not married.
You're not married. That's what make it bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because then when you be going to them prisons, it's hard for them to visit you because you're not married.
Yep.
When you go to jail, your family do the time with you. If I gave you this much time, what would you do at 30 something? We'll just say almost 40. We'll hit you with 38. What'd you do at 38? All you know is what you know when you first came in here. Ain't no telling how your bid gonna be if you either gonna be naive and be a follower and wanna join a gang, or is you gonna be smart and click up with an OG and really read some books and learn something about the world and be an entrepreneur. because it's over with for the job tip. I would tell you right now, I said, I'm going to give you your life back. But I'll let you know right now, if your name come across anything, just a parking ticket, or not even showing up to court, I'm maxing you out with a snap of the finger. I had your mom hear me say that. I had your grandma hear me say that. Your baby mom, your best friends.
You know, I'm gonna stop you. It's
For
crazy
real.
you say that because my first case I got, bro.
Yeah.
That's literally what the judge told me.
Yeah.
But the only reason why he came at me so hard was because that nigga gave me opportunity to talk. Like, I'm a very vocal person. So when you say, is there anything you would like to say? Oh, I got a lot to fucking say. Best believe. I don't like the way y'all did this, that, and the third.
Right.
So at the end of the day, he was like, man, I'm telling you. And it's crazy because I don't even like Chris Brown. He's very talented, but I don't like that nigga because, you feel me, a lot of shit. But the judge's name was Chris Brown, bro.
Oh, yeah,
The
I heard
judge
of him.
Chris
I heard of
Brown,
him.
bro.
Yeah, I
a
heard of
tall
him.
white guy. And he was young, bro. He was only like 27, 28.
Honestly, that could have been me or you.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
exactly. So, but he was like, literally, if I ever see you back in my courtroom, it's not gonna go the way you planned because you came at me so disrespectful. And you feel me? I'm like, he like, you really want to keep going? I'm like, you know what? Let me just shut the fuck up. But you
He
feel
said,
me?
quit while you
Even my
ahead.
public defender tapped me like,
stop. Yeah.
yo, what the fuck is you doing?
He said, we winning.
But you feel me? Like,
we winning right now. You about to blow the buzzer
you
beater.
feel me? Like, but you feel me? So now I definitely get what you saying about that, bro. But we almost running out of time. So
Yeah.
let these niggas know your breakaways, bro. How you get away from that depression, bro. Let them know.
My whole main thing about this is that don't be a follower, man. Be a leader. If you see an old head out here, man, like, I mean older, they don't even gotta have nice cars or nice whips. It just be an older person. You gotta think, man, they saying 16 the new 21. Ask them what they seen. Or ask them how they made it this far. You think you the only one who done lost homies and lost friends, but these are the ones who they didn't even know what depression was. Ask them. You might not get to run into me. You feel me? You might not see me again. You never know, but for real, never be scared to ask. And this is another thing. There's no such thing as a dumb question. If you don't know, you don't know. Ask them. Ask somebody. Period.
Nigga, what's 2 + 2? I forgot. I got too much other shit in my head.
Simple. Oh, my brother, it's 4.
Yeah, you feel me?
But see, that's it. That's all. It wasn't that hard. I'm not going to clown you. It don't matter. Just ask. That's all. That's it, bro. Don't be ashamed. If you can't read a word, you can't read a word, bro.
Out here looking like Floyd.
Yeah, don't be embarrassed. I'm just saying, like, for real. Oh, yeah. Pride.
Ooh.
Throw it away.
Kill
Throw it
it.
away. If you need help, say you need
Ask.
help. Period.
I still got problems with that sometimes.
Never, listen, after all I've been through, I never seen a shelter. You know, and no offense to anybody who has. I'm just blessed and fortunate. I just, you know, I picked up that phone. You know what I mean? I got family that ain't blood, and I got blood that ain't family. You never know who will help you. You never know who could help you.
Facts.
For real. That's it. And don't get it twisted. Like, you know, I still reminisce, you know, I still think about mom, I still think about pops, you know. But like I said, that son, and I smile, and as long as I'm smiling, I'm cool. You know, that little Boosie song, Smile to Keep From Crying, that's something serious though. But pride, throw that away. We don't question the positions that we in, we just make the best of what we got.
Hey, that's a good ass quote. I want y'all to write that down. And if you can't, say that again.
For real, a lot of people forget that, man. Don't. This is not church. You hear me? You could save this video. This is not church. You don't, oh yeah, I feel what he's saying. Then after that, a couple hours go by and you still a crash test dummy. Nah, bruh, for real.
Take this, put it in your fucking pocket.
We don't question the position.
Walk around with
that
that
we in,
motherfucker.
man. And then another thing, always think before you act, man. Think before you act. If you know it's not smart, don't do it. If you know you could think like, man, what would my mom say if I was to do this? If they ain't, come on, man. Just be real with yourself. Cause how you gonna be real with everybody else? And never think a person don't think like you. Period.
This is true.
Period,
This is true.
man. For real. We don't question the positions that we in, man. We just make the best of what we got. That's it, man. Marcus Flowers here, man. Also known as Marco Sosa. Check me out, man.
Well,
Appreciate you.
no
Quan,
doubt, bro. I appreciate
For
you
sure,
coming on
man.
here, showing that great story, bro. Cause a lot of people out here is lost, bro. Like a lot of people, you feel me? And then when you told me your story yesterday, it kind of hit me, cause I'm like, damn, like I didn't lost some people, but I ain't never lost my mom or my dad. You feel me? Like, granted, I don't know my dad, but if he watching this right now and you feel me, you think you might be my dad, fuck you, because you ain't showed me no love
I was
whatsoever.
just about to say, I'm
But
like,
you
bro, I
feel
got
me?
you.
I'm already here, baby. I'm 25 and I'm doing my thing. You
yeah.
feel me? So whatever. Shout out Mom Dukes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
Always.
bro Mom Dukes.
For sure.
Shout out bro Pops. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Rest up. You know what I'm saying? Now every time that sunbeam, I'm gonna be thinking about it. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? You're not the only one going through stuff out here, man. It's people out here
you
going
never
through
know.
it
You never
every
know.
single day. You know what I'm
Never
saying?
know.
Every single day. And they can always be way worse than you. It can always be way worse than his situation. You feel me? You can be born in an orphanage and not know nobody. You know what I'm saying?
And I can relate to an
Yeah,
orphan. That's
yeah,
how I
you
feel.
feel me?
I
So-
feel like I can relate to an orphan. I know how I feel to have that back against your wall. But the whole thing with me is that I made that my comfort zone.
Right.
You feel me? I've been in this position before. I know how to get out of it, you know. But everybody comment at the bottom.
Yes,
Any
sir.
questions, or if you have different scenarios, because I know it's people who beefing with their moms or they not
Yeah.
seeing eye to eye.
And another thing is, if you want to, you feel me? I'm very good at connecting with people.
Yeah.
So if you want to pop up on one of my videos
to do
or
with
come
video
come
chat, all
come,
of
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Come down and give your testimony about what's going on in your life. Maybe you can inspire some people, you know what I'm saying? You can definitely do that. Like, share, subscribe, comment. You feel me? It's your boy LJ. It's Marco. We out. We about to go smoke some dope.